Hello everyone, welcome to Stonehearth me BANTO. We're back in our Viking village, Birka, and I shared the templates. If you guys want to get the building templates for this town, you can get it. It will be both in the comments and in the video description as well, so you guys can download, customize it, use it, kind of whatever you want to do with it. So I hope you can have a lot of fun with it if you want to use it. So I done a few things since last time. I started to build 2 new houses, so I'm making 2 of the small ones over here as well, so we'll have 4 of these. So we're gonna be able to have 4 people, 1 in each house, and then we have the big one. And I'm also gonna look into adding my longhouse, which is another one. This one, probably my favorite house that we got so far. It's a very big one though, so we have to find a good spot for it. So I'm not sure if it will work on this road here. It might be that it has to be in a different spot. It could be like behind these houses, for example, or it could be at the center road. It really depends on how I want to have it, but I kind of like the idea of having a center road. But another thing we can do is to make it even more interesting, which would be if we push it back a little bit further than other houses. That kind of also means that we could make a little lawn in the front. It might have some own fences in the front, and maybe they can even have their own like animals next to this building. That could be kind of fun. So another way would be to have it down by the water. That could probably look pretty cool, so you would see it from the water side. So these small houses, this one's gonna have to go, this one we haven't made yet, but those will have to go too. But I feel like we should mix in a few different sizes of houses. It make it look a little bit more interesting, I would say, when you have a combination of different houses. Explorer will be back in 47 hours, okay. Hopefully we have the beds by then. I'm gonna make sure we make a few extras in case. There we go, 4 more of those. Okay, wow, look how bright this is inside of here. I hope they're gonna enjoy loads of food. We have some stored out here on these supply tables, some good food. And we will be putting some drinks there once we have that. And we're gonna start also today with working a bit more with our Herbalist. The Herbalist is one that will be producing more different herbs for us and treat wounds and create potions, elixirs and tonics and all kinds of beautiful, super useful things, both for combat and improving your town in many ways. For example, we can make a small healing tonic. This is an healing that you can bring into battle and they can consume this while fighting. So that's pretty cool, and we can also make weak anti-poison. So there's quite a few different ones that we can do. Last down, I don't think I've seen this one. You need to have 1 large healing, 1 courage, 1 strength and 1 stamina. Use it when very low health. It will greatly boost their combat prowess. However, it will incapacitate them when the effect expires. Be ready for rescue. A desperate measure for desperate times. Kind of feels like when an enemy character is going full out and they win the battle but they are exhausted after it. Oh, look at him! Loving the little foxy. Befriended by Subin, Ember. That's a nice little name for little Floofy. Hello, little Floofy. Super cute. Oh, we get an armed goblin, yeah. Maki, the kingmaker. You're not gonna be a king over here, man. Let's go destroy this guy. Oh, there's some stonelings in the back as well. Okay, let's go with the goblin first, I guess. Should be pretty easy. We do have some pretty good archers to shoot him down, so. Okay, let's go maybe for these guys. Invaders incoming. And also guys, do let me know, would you prefer to see me while I design buildings, or would you rather see when I kind of just show what I've been working on? Or would you prefer like a mix of it? So we will see how we do it. What will work the best? What you guys will enjoy the most? Okay, it should be pretty easy. We dealt with one of your kinds before, so it should be pretty easy. Would be kind of fun with some rare golems. Perhaps they would even have like, you know, their own names rather than I'm a stone golem. Rather than we'll have like a bonker. Could be the name maybe. BANTO shopper, archer level 3, awesome. Okay, nice. So buildings are coming along and it's looking beautiful here. Maybe we should work on the road. That should be pretty easy, but first, before I forget, let's go to our Herbalist and we are gonna make sure we are crafting the things we need. So we need this one, but the simple fertilizer, we're gonna need to have this one. We have to level up to level 2, so perhaps we can do a few crafting so we can level up. Some more of those could always be good, and let's see what more we can do. potentially we can do some small healing tonic, a few more of those, why not? Or maybe some of these we can bring to combat. They do require sweetener though, but we are able to do at least 3 because we probably collected like 3 honey before. And yeah, maybe we can do a couple of these later as well. Let's see what kind of experience we got with RL Evergreen. Almost level 2, nice, that's going pretty good. The higher you have in mind, by the way, the green one, the faster you will be leveling, but 6 is really good when you want to craft higher quality things. So having a high spirit will be really good for crafters. And this one, by the way, we have a normal stockpile, we're gonna remove that one, and it is a good way to do that for performance in the game. If you guys struggle with performance, it may help a tiny bit. Since we have our stone coffers and so on instead, we're gonna try to use them even though they are really full at the moment. Look at the amount of things from the trapping round we got here. Let's see if we can sell a bunch of that later on. Daily update, we don't beat that one. Our cook should also be pretty busy, so we don't have to think too much about him. And I think we're getting close to level 6 with the mason. We're level 5, awesome. And the higher the level requirement for the craft you're gonna do, the more experience you get. So if you do like stone supply cask, a couple of these, we're gonna be able to level up pretty quickly. So this one takes stone, wood and any ore. And later we probably want to do stone chests, but we do need to have the soft metal, which means we have to have a blacksmith. But with Northern Alliance we can get that pretty early on actually. Let's make sure we make that before this one. Then we can get like a blacksmith, that would be awesome. And we can also make some gold flakes if we need that. And the stone market stall require a lot of stone. And a couple of furs, but I feel like it's gonna be worth it. Let's do 2 of those. Then we can send in the marketers. We can buy and trade with them. Merchants. Okay, we have a few more of these pots, let's put them out. And let's make sure I have some cooking station, because I removed the house we had here, so I don't think we have any cooking station for now. We do have a fireplace, gonna put that one over here. Two buildings are done, awesome. Some beds on the roof for some reason though. Let's put some ladders if we can get them down. Maybe that won't work, let's put it here instead. And one over here. And the same thing for the other side. I just have to remove them later on. I did find a setting, by the way. If you have the Ace mod, if you go into setting, go to gameplay, and there's a few things you can do in here, but one is that you can not have this one on. So if you enable it, it will alert when you can't find food. And I personally recommend having it off, because when you get far into the game it will throw random messages that doesn't make any sense at all. So it will be spamming, like they will think about food in their bed. Maybe we do that too, but we will not maybe alert people about it, I guess. But the thing I wanted to show was, if we go to this one, how to remove mining stone ladders, I haven't decided if I want to have this on or off, because I feel like sometimes with the new mining system, maybe I want to keep the ladders there, because I haven't gotten people stuck with it before. So if we try to remove that one, and then we start to do a little bit of mining in here, when they added those new ladders that they make with Ace mod, they will not be removing those. And that can be very useful, because then people are not gonna get stuck. So let's mine out something like that. 10 by 8, maybe even further down. Big hole, get some stone. Yeah, let's look into adding a little door. We might have one available. Okay, we can take this basic one. And we do have a lost M mod, so if I click the underscore hotkey, I can switch the style of it. That doesn't work for all items in the game, it's specific for lost M items. I highly do recommend that mod though. But let's make sure we make some more, maybe some new doors. Let's have a few lying around. Now we can remove these ladders again. Let's make sure we remove one at a time, so people don't get stuck. And these new ones need some fireplaces, so let's make some new fireplaces. There we go, 2 of them. And perhaps we can do a stone firewood shed. I can put some buy one of those that they can use for starting their fireplaces, for example, or using in other different workbenches for some good fuel. So I'm gonna put this one out, a compost bin. This is used to turn residues like rotten food and manure into compost. So if we're gonna get that for experimenting and taking in finding new different herbs, we do need to have compost. If you're using the composting mod, if you're not using that one, I'm pretty sure you don't need that. You might need something else instead though. And now we have the bigger herbalist planters, awesome. So these will be able to grow 2 herbs at a time inside. And these, where should we have them? Should we maybe have them outside the house here? That may look pretty beautiful. We may be Vikings, but we're also gonna have a cute, nice, beautiful village. Okay, let's put 2 here as well. And we made this one, so this one can hold 64 items, supply cask. Let's see what kind of items we can have in it. It's a pretty big one. So for now I'm just gonna drop it here and we're gonna see what kind of items we can have inside. And the flag over here, let's move this over to right outside of our hall. Put it there, in front of the building. It's gonna look beautiful. And for now I'm gonna remove the hearth from in front of the house and maybe drop that inside, yes, for now. Because what we can actually do would be to put it inside of the hall. Maybe we can... maybe not, because this one I think requires a bigger space. Yeah, because this one, when you upgrade it later on, will become a little bit bigger. It's gonna be 5 by 5 instead of 3 by 3, so... But yeah, for now, let's drop some cooking in here, because I don't think Danny, our cook, can do any cooking for now. So we're gonna move inside of this building for now. And perhaps we can assign this bed to Danny then, our cook, so he will sleep nearby. For now we got Roloff sleeping it, so you have to move out tomorrow, Roloff. Let's remove that ladder. Okay, let's see what we can have in this one. So we can have drinks, we can have prepared drinks, dry goods, we can have composting in it, we can have other fluids, tonic and potions, and you can only have one, it seems. Okay, so what do we want to have in this one? Something we have a lot of, maybe. I don't think we have a lot of anything with this. I guess we can have our healing tonics in it for now. But later on we might use it like having wheat, for example, inside of it, or having some... Oh, that's a wrong name. Some flour in it. That's weird, okay. Poppy seed will provide noxious herbs. So we can also place this, but the thing with A's nowadays, if you place them down, when you harvest them one time, they will be gone. But look how beautiful they are. Are they gonna be that bright reddish? Oh, that's poppy instead of snow poppy. Ah, this is a rose. But we also have, let's see, this one, snow poppy. Okay, so that's a different kind of poppy. Interesting. Maybe we can plant a couple of trees around? Can we surround ourselves with a bit of trees? We're living in the forest kind of here. And a bit of a mix of them. We don't want it to be a one kind only. Because they look too similar. I kind of wish there were maybe a little bit of tiny variation to the trees. Not a lot, like a little bit of variation somehow. Would be nice. Yes, let's see what we want to plant to these. Let's go for maybe roses and these, since we already have those. We do have some violets in that one, so let's go for violet. And in these over here, let's go for violet in both these. Then we maybe go for snow pop in these two. Market stall already, okay. Let's work a bit on a road. So we have a road here already. Let's remove a little bit of it. Let's start something like that. Let's remove this. Yeah, let's remove that one. Let's remove that one. And then we're gonna start to kind of make a road. And I want it to not, like, I don't want it to look perfect. Let's destroy that one as well. I want it to be a little bit kind of messy. So at some places like it will be like a little thicker over here. It will be a little thicker over here, a little bit like that. And at some places it may even be missing a little bit. Maybe not that big, but at some places like that. And also I would throw in a little bit of stone here and there. I would take like tuna this one, add a little bit of stone. And we also have to add a little bit of more brownish color to get some kind of texturized. So we can make it a little bit maybe brighter in the middle. Or spots like that. And perhaps a little bit darker ones at places. So it could be like that. I feel like something's gonna be there, but it's gonna be that because we have to hook it together with this building, right? So let's attach it here, and we don't have to have a straight road if we don't want to. I think for this one, however, we're gonna have it kind of straight there, and we can make it go all the way up like that. We can grab some colors again. Like that, and let's do kind of the same for this side. It's gonna look a bit better when we do this, and perhaps this one will be a little bit curved like that. And we can always change that later on. We can just add and remove what we need to. And that's a reason to not make things too big as well. Because we don't want to destroy everything once we want to change a tiny bit. I feel like that hole there, I don't really like how it turned out though. So I think I might be filling it like so. Yeah, let's go like that. I feel like that's a pretty good start of the road. Yeah, that's gonna be nice. And what we could do here, I think we could potentially copy that one. And we can destroy this one. And we may be able to reuse it down here. Let's see. Even if we're not gonna like use it exactly like it was before, we can still like reuse parts of it. And I think that's a good thing. And what we can do would be to take this one, remove here, so we only have like the, I guess you can say the real main road. So I'm gonna destroy and remove this one. One's kind of covering it. Let's see. That's weird. Okay. I can see the thing. Okay, I'm just gonna save this one again. Okay, now we can remove it. It would be better if it was there, and definitely if this wasn't covering it. So let's remove that one. And now we can reuse this one. Perhaps potentially we should also do this. Oh no, I'm not gonna build it, but we're gonna save it. So now we can drop it here. And we can even push it a little bit to the side if we want to, if we don't want the road to be perfectly centered. And I feel like that's kind of fun to do with the Vikings when you're playing with goblins. I don't always want my roads to feel perfectly shaped. Maybe they are perfect, but they aren't fully like straight. That's what makes the roads better. Sometimes. At least so I think. And we have some really dark ones, like this one. Let's go with something like that. Build that one. I do hear we got a battle. Oh, there's a goblin here again. Pug! Get him! Okay, he's already down almost. They might have a camp around here. Let's see. Usually there's like a fire, a little bit of smoke from it. Oh, here they are. Look at them. I'm coming for you, goblins. I'm gonna deal with you guys. Let's send my people over. Let's attack this guy. Maybe this guy, because he's one of the pew-pewers. But he will... that's one of the guys that deal a lot of poison damage, and they're quite dangerous actually. Ooh, Captain Rook Training School. I'm gonna buy 2 bows, why not? Some practice, target practices, why not? Can train up our archers a bit quicker. Let's sell a few things. I'm just doing a few things in the middle of battle. The power of pausing in games, right? These we don't need, and it's good to clean up your town every now and then. I'm pretty bad with it, but it's good to do every now and then. But yeah, let's go out here and fight them. Okay, they should be pretty close by now, I think. Let's see, where's BANTO? Ah, they're still pretty far away. Need treatment, 9%, 94% health. So I think the treatment thing doesn't have to do anything with their health really. It has more to do with that they got a wound. That's what it has to do with. So that's what the purple thing is telling you. The heart will decrease means lower health. Purple means you are affected by something that needs treatment. So that's a really good way to like get an overview quickly over a town. I feel like that's really powerful. Okay, let's go shoot this guy. Don't shoot BANTO though. Oh no. I'm probably getting poisoned there. Yeah. So now BANTO should be purplish, I think. Not at the moment, maybe later. "15 hours left until the guy will be here with the explorer. It's at Golem. I really want to get those cricket golems. Oh, there's a little sheep over there. Please don't shoot him. Okay, so there we go. We got their camp, I guess. Nice. Oh, there's some bears here as well. Hello, fluffy polar bears. Go shoot them. Don't beat the daily goal. Probably because I didn't have the workstations before. But let's go shoot them down. Before they go and eat up our little fluffy sheeps. Or us, that is, as well. Look at them raining arrows. And they ain't really doing anything. Let's take down Mama Bear, maybe. Archer level 3, nice. Longer range and more damage, that's cool. Good stuff. There we go, look at the amount of food we got there. We can make some good food with that. A lot of bones as well. We're gonna make like an seer place later on. Be cool. But now we have a lot of things to loot here. Maybe we need to make like a temporary bridge all over here. There's a little wolf there as well. Okay, let's go deal with him. Quite a bit of marble as well. We can shape this one later with a mason. We can chisel the block and get some beautiful statues. A friendly stranger approaches. Hello, Sir Edmund. A grizzled warrior approaches wearing old and dented plate mail beneath a beautiful cloth tabard. I extend to you my greetings, fellows. He bows his head with a hand to his heart. I'm Sir Edmund, a Clane battle cleric of the Old Order of the Knights of Sid, and I've come to offer my services to your growing settlements. He looked around with a peaceful eyes, but his face and hair suggest a far more eventful past. Oh, do I arouse suspicion? I apologize. He carries no more than a healing staff. I will no arms anymore, and I have sworn on oath to wander the lands, offering my services to all who need them. Haven't we met before? So this is the guy that will tell you pretty much about when it comes to treatments of wounds and so on. And maybe today, guys, we can go through so both you and me can get an understanding, because this might have changed since last time. You are most welcome. I appreciate the hospitality, friend. He bows once more. Anyway, herbalist and healing are the acts that has been lost in these troubled times. Few can perform them as well as they could a while ago. You hear a slight disappointment on his tone? Times of peace can be deceiving. Fellows, for no one can truly tell how long they will last. And even if long age and sickness will not wait for our inaction. The point is satchel, you can see, it is full of herbs and a small colorful vials. I wander looking for towns that can benefit from my knowledge. I have a lot to say about herbalism and healing, and it can save your life. As I have saved many myself, would a healer be interested? Sure, why not? It warms my heart to hear. He begins to speak more confidently. These are difficult and complex arts, but they can be mastered. It simply requires the correct knowledge and the right materials. And if it can be done in the middle of a battlefield, as orc arrows fly over your heads, while we try to back our friends and brothers in arms from the cold grasp of, is now staring off into the horizon. Forgive me, I digress. You have peace, but I fear your town might still be found by trouble. Be grateful that you have a capable healer that is also able to find, grow and tend to the herbs' multiplied types. For these are your most important resources, okay? These are basically 8 types of herbs. We got the soothing, noxious are the main types and represent the most important property for use, mild, robust and peculiar. A quality enhances and represent the complexity of level of product or recipe they used for. And there are also those 2 other properties. Zesty, which means they will be tasty and fragrant. Popular in cooking, okay. Zesty, okay, then we know that. That's probably the spices then, I guess. Pungent, which are usually bitter and very strong in flavor and smell, commonly used in brewing. It's important to have as many herbs as you can, since they're useful for many things. But when talking about saving lives, healing and soothing, herbs are your best friends. Useful. A farmer can grow beautiful gardens, but only someone specialized with herbs like an herbalist can truly unlock their potential by utilizing planters. There are many types of them, big, small, some of algae or water lilies. Some for tree saplings. I'm sure you have your own by now, or at least want to. Yeah, we do have some small planters. Usually need, and you also need an exploration garden to be able to find more seeds in the wilderness. He smiles. You really want to collect them all. Believe me, there's no better use than dealing with the wounds of those that did battle to defend their homeland. It is quite possible that after battling, a Hearthling will be wounded. Oh no. There are many types of wounds, the most common ones being cuts, piercing wounds, impact wounds. Each wound has a severity, some of which can heal over time on their own. And naturally, the tougher the enemies are, the more likely you are to be seriously wounded. Unless you wear a lot of armor, of course. He shakes his plate middle. Wearing armor will reduce the odds of being wounded in combat. That is a thing I actually did not know, but it makes a lot of sense. So that's some new valuable information. So like a heavy equipped knight, most likely not going to be affected by wounds as often then. And there are wounds that can come from other sources like fires and extreme cold weather which causes frostbite. Each wound is unique, with the most ones causing infections and other nasty side effects, but you can check on them when in doubt. Hovering the mouse over a wound debuffs will provide you with a lot of information. Like we were doing here with Svea, we can hover over this one. We see that's a prick, severity, piercing, medium, and how he treated and so on. Then what? That's where your healer and the herbs come in when a Hearthling is wounded, and they know they can be treated. That is, there is power. There is proper medicine available. You'll head to a bed and wait for it. If you have comfortable beds made specifically for healing, these work even better, and I'm sure the competent mason or potter can come up with something. Your herbalist will know what medication to use as long as it's available, and if no specific medicine is present, they can at least recover some of their health with healing tonics that are cheaper to make. The specific medicines craftable once your herbalist has gained a little more experience will always work on that type of wound. For example, any bandage will work for any cut. Well, yes, the caveat is that the high severity wound will need more than one of the simpler items to heal it, so having a better medication is a way to get your people up again faster, because once treated, the patient must rest for hours before another application, while you can technically cover all of your needs with basic stuff, like rough salts, coarse bandages. You probably want the best ones to keep your kin safer, your coughs, and you need to deal with the poison, infection, and burns, to all of which have their own requirements, so carefully read the information provided for each recipe. Medication can be automatically requested when someone gets wounded, but your best bet is to maintain a small stock. But you must, while beginning of a war in life can be easy. With no more than some scrapes and bruises, a wound can get worse much faster than you might think. Being prepared for the best is the best way to manage them. If you have a cleric, they can provide support on the battlefield like I did many years ago, but there's only so much that you can do out there. The healing spells of clerics will keep your soldiers up and fighting, but only proper healing techniques like medications and the rest will take away their wound. A proficient cleric can learn how to help with these using their magic, but it's something very taxing and we can't do it all the time. He makes a humble face. You have to prepare and provide indeed. So yeah, there's a lot of talking with this guy, but this is a lot of useful information, at least the first time when you play the game, and once the update is as well, there's some useful tips in there. So remember my fellow, tend to the herb planters for herbs, provide shelter and beds for the wounded, have a stock of medication and healing items, and that's it. Pretty short and pretty simple. Even if you don't have everything you need, someone that is resting in bed and being treated with a small tonic will already have a much better prognosis. They want to develop further infections or other negative effects recently treated. Wounds reduce their maximum health, making them lesser fighters. Don't underestimate even minor wounds, because they are stacked enough, the effect will be considerable. Healing is not impossible, it just needs preparation and dedication. Do not disappoint your kin, my fellow. Do not leave your brothers and sisters without support. He stares off into nothing once more. So be it, and thus another moment of enlightenment has come to pass, hopefully for the improvement of the fair Birka. He puts his hand to his heart and gestures to everyone. I hope our meeting has been as fruitful for you as it has been to me. I thank you for the opportunity to share knowledge, and I humbly ask for only a day of shelter and a night of warmth by the fire, so I can regain my strength to continue wandering tomorrow. Yeah, you're very welcome, Edmund. Thank you for all your knowledge, man. Of course you're welcome, yes. And we had some more invaders. There's some undead coming in here. Look at that. Beautiful little undead. Kinda wish I could play them. I know there's like a mod with necromancers that we have to check out eventually as well. I haven't done so far. The Explorer is back, by the way. I'm back. It looks like you made 8 stone pens I asked for. Are you still interested in 2 autonomous cricket golem in exchange? I assure you, they are most useful than any normal person at carrying things. Yes, yes. Thank you. Ooh, cook level 4. Awesome. Okay, let's go deal with these zombies and skeletons. I love these guys. It's fun to find some undeads from time to time. Maybe we can use his skull when we can have that seer with the little bone house. I'm looking forward to making that one. I feel like that's one building I want to do pretty soon. So, let's see. Oh, there's some more out here. Okay, let's go with them. Adamor is out here and Cora. Okay, there we go. The last one. Nice, level 4 archer. Okay, let's see what we can maybe put in this. Oh, we can put bones in it. Okay. So we can get some compost that way. Maybe I will start with bones. I have so many bones from the trapping grounds, so I can do manure as well. Can do a chunk of veggie. Rotten food for sure. Yeah, let's go like that. And I put it a little bit of distance away from a town, because if you check with this one, it will make it less beautiful, because it's probably going to be very smelly around it, right? But if you ever run into this bug, how you solve it is simply by saving the game and loading the game. I'm gonna do that. Okay, so now we have loaded the end. You can see we have started working on things. So when you combine, for example, wood and stone sometimes when making roads, the floors mainly, this bug happens and you just have to save and load the game, and that will fix it like 99.9% of the time. Pretty much every time for me. Really useful. We do also have our little tents down here. Maybe we want to move them somewhere else for now, where it maybe makes a bit more sense to have them. So I'm kind of feeling like maybe next to our hall over here, maybe at the side, or maybe along the road. That will also make a lot of sense, but maybe more like down by the water side. Maybe something like that, and I can have a little training dummy. If we put a lot of tents later on, we can also make a little maybe outskirt place where they have some tents and maybe some training grounds and so on. Look at that, it's looking kind of nice with this texture we did with the road here. I like this, kind of nice. And I'm going to be adding that to the template list as well, so you guys can reuse that road if you want to. You can reshape it and so on. Got some plants grown here, and this one we were gonna grow snow poppy, I think. Maybe we can queue up a few more things with the Herbalist now. Ooh, we beat the daily goal! Awesome! Let's see. Felly Aldra, a girl join us. Awesome, welcome to the town. Goblin with a fancy hat swags into town. You got the supplies? We take, we good, we have understanding. 3 blacksmith hammer, 4 bear pelts. No thank you, no thank you. But we're gonna wait. We can actually ignore him for a while. We can be ignorant him. We can wait. I feel like this is looking nice. Looking really good so far. And our pear tree is starting to grow up as well. We can start to harvest it if we want to. It'd be nice. Oh yeah, the golems we got before. This is the ones we got from the quest we did. They're gonna be super duper useful for looting things. They're gonna clean up the town quite good. And we also have the market stall, 2 of them now. So I think we can just put them along the road over here. And later on, we might try to find like a better spot for them though. So let's kind of see where the center would be here. Something like that, I think. We can send a merchant if we ever want to do a little bit of trading with them. And since we removed a bit of road before, just to speed up our town a bit, we're gonna recreate the road again. So we're gonna attach it from over here to the trapping ground. Like so. That's gonna be nice. Oh, here's the big goblin camp. That's where they decided to settle now. Hello, Ogo. Hello, chieftain. Ogi, the chieftain. Okay, we can remove a few ladders. So it looks like we have to find more wood and clay. So let's just start with chopping down a little bit of forest. Do we have a trapping ground there? Yes, we do. So let's maybe take it maybe next to this trapping ground. And yes, outside this one as well, like so. Might keep that one maybe. So that's gonna be a bit of wood at least, maybe those two. And then we have to find some more clay. So the thing we had up here works both as clay and as stone, so I think we can get this and we can use it for whatever we want to use it for. So let's widen this up a bit. And you can see that the ladder is still going all the way down here since I changed it and tweaked the A setting. So let's mine a bit here and maybe to this side as well. Something like that should be good. Ooh, a clothing merchant. This could be kinda nice, it depends. It can be a good way to get some better protection, but at the same time I'm kind of the guy that likes to produce my own things. But at the same time, this one will provide some light defense, but that's not really for archers, I think, so we could buy them and see, but I don't think they work for archers. But we can get a winter worker parka. Maybe one of our people can have that one, one of our workers. I think I'm gonna remove this part of the road as well, and we're gonna add another one to prepare down here. That's useful when you keep saving templates like this. You can put them out so quickly, and if I just rotate them around, it will be like a different template. So this one looks like that one, but this one is rotated around, which makes them look different. You can just tweak it a tiny bit to get different results as well. But guys, this is gonna be it for today with Stonehearth. In the next episode, I really hope that I will be able to get those planters. I really hope to get these ones in the next one. The fertilizers. I'm mainly waiting for the composting bin now. I'm not sure how long it's gonna take for these to turn into compost, but I hope it's gonna go quick so we can get those fertilizers. But guys, thanks for checking out today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, feel free to leave a like on the video and ask for and suggest your names and building suggestions that you may have, and share them with me. So thanks for watching, and I hope to see you guys very soon again. Thanks for watching, and take care. Have a good one.